Dear friends, in this video I am going to explain the dynamics. How can solve the problem of the dynamics when vibration problem. You have to solve the vibration problem. So this is the bar, same as consider a first bar uh, which have length total length L. It is not shown in this figure. You can show total length of bar is L. And this at the x distance from the top. Suppose there is element of dx length. So for the element of the dx length, when it vibrates in downward directions due to the external load, it can be the three-body diagram on this small element is this small portion of the bar is shown in this diagram. Here the tx is the force, internal force is acting on this face, and tx plus dtx acting on this face. Due to weight, its force due to weight is a volume multiplied by rho into g. So a dx into rho into g, where the dm is equal to rho a dx. And suppose acceleration is ax. So we can write the force is equal to mass into acceleration u double dot. It is used for the double differentiation of the displacement. You can get the accelerations. So when you balance, you apply it in opposite directions. Total this portions will be balanced. So it is applied in opposite directions. This act as a inertia force. So for the equilibrium, when there is for static conditions, when there is no acceleration present, you can write simply tx is equal to tx plus delta dtx plus rho ag dx, and dtx by dx is equal to rho ag. Already it is explained to find the stiffness matrix in the static conditions. For the dynamic conditions, extra force, that is the inertia force, will be considered. This one is the rho a dx u double dot plus tx is equal to tx plus dtx plus rho ag dx. So tx will be cancelled. dtx by dx is equal to minus rho ag plus rho a u double dot, where tx is, you can write that tx internal force is equal to a into again I explain it. Tx, you can write that tx is equal to tx for the static conditions. For dynamic condition, this one extra inertia force is added in opposite directions. So this plus tx is equal to tx plus dtx plus rho ag dx. Then dtx by dx is equal to minus rho ag plus rho a u double dot, and d by dx you can write that tx is equal to a sigma x, which is the ea into du by dx. So d by dx ea du by dx minus rho ag minus rho a u double dot plus rho ag is equal to 0. This one equation 1. Here displacement is functions of the time and position, so it is separated in two parts. U is the function of x and t, so u naught x into ft. So you can write d by dx ea du naught by dx. In this ft is independent of the x, so it is the outside of the bracket, minus rho a u naught, and when you double differentiate, then you will get f double dash t plus rho a g is equal to 0. Now apply the Galerkin approach and integrate 0 to L, 0 to L, and multiply the 0 to L, multiply the u naught is the weight functions, so d by dx ea d u naught by dx u naught ft minus rho a u naught t u naught f double dash t plus rho a g u naught dx is equal to 0. Then when you apply the apply by parts, then integrate it, it becomes this one minus this one ft minus integration of this 0 to L, this u naught t rho a u naught dx f double dash t is equal to minus this right side, this term shift to the right side to 0 to L rho a g u naught dx. Here u is equal to u naught ft, but generally u is in the degree of freedom, u is denoted as a delta. Delta is equal to delta naught. Here u is equal to u naught ft. Delta is the degree of freedom, so u naught is written in form of the delta is equal to delta naught ft. Now k you can get the k as discussed in the static conditions. So 0 to L d u naught t by dx e d u naught by dx is equal to in the term of the B matrix you can write bt e a b dx, and m is equal to here m, this term gives the m matrix. M is equal to minus 0 to m is equal to minus 0 to L ut rho a u naught dx. So substitute the u naught is equal to n into delta, so you can get the nt rho a n dx. This one is the m, and f is equal to 0 to L rho a g u t dx, and then you f is equal to rho a g n t, and this one is the dx. In all the term, this one is the k, this one is the m, and this one is the nt. So now you write k, you write the equation k u naught ft is equal to m u naught f double t is equal to f minus boundary conditions. This one is the force matrix F, and this side, this one is the boundary conditions. So u naught is equal to, you can write u naught is equal to k u naught is equal to n into delta, and n for the bar 1 minus x by a u1 u2. So k delta naught ft plus m, here write the substitute the values. So this one is the delta naught ft plus m delta naught f double dash t is equal to f minus bc, or this one delta naught into ft is the delta. So k delta plus m delta double dash is equal to f. Here boundary conditions, suppose in this case boundary conditions 0 0, so here neglect the boundary conditions. or so this one is the in the form of the this form. You know this you can know this uh, equation in the vibration problem. M x double dot plus kx is equal to f. This is the governing equations for the vibrations. X is equal to here delta naught. Suppose delta x naught sin omega t. Here as omega here w is denoted for the theta, and delta is equal to delta naught sin wt. Sometime w is used for the displacement, so theta is considered instead of the w. So here this here you take the omega is the angular velocity, so that del dash is equal to minus del naught theta square sin omega t. Put the omega, put here here it is confusing, put w instead of the theta. So this one is the correct equations. K delta naught sin omega t minus omega square m delta naught sin omega t is equal to f. For the free vibration, this f is equal to 0. There is external force is equal to 0. So this one is the k delta naught sin it should be omega sin omega t minus omega square m delta naught sin theta t is equal to 0. So do not confuse with the theta or omega. So this one is that theta sin theta will be cancelled. So final equations k minus theta naught square into m is equal to delta naught is equal to 0. So k minus theta square into m is into delta naught is equal to 0. From this theta you can get the eigen values, and this delta naught, from delta naught you will get the eigen vector or mode shape of the vibrations. So it becomes a eigen value problem. This type of the problem is the eigen value problem. If if f is involved, then time integration is required, and time integration technique, you can apply the time integration technique, that is the Runge-Kutta method, and you can solve it. Along the time axis we have to solve it. Here first we find the eigenvalue frequencies, and then I will explain how can solve that this time integration technique. So for k is equal to for the bar, similar node 1 and node 2 for the element A, and it becomes the EA by A 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. So k matrix, you know how can find the k matrix, and M matrix row A 0 to A ut u naught dx, u naught is equal to 1 minus x by a un plus 1. You can write 1 minus x by a 1 minus x by a delta t. So M is equal to M is equal to rho A 0 to A u naught t u dx, rho A delta naught t, and this one is the 1 minus x by a 1 this side delta naught. So rho A delta naught t, and when you integrate it, you will get rho a small a by 6 2 1 1 2. This is the constant mass matrix. This matrix is known as the consistent mass matrix. So you can also solve at the at the one end the mass is rho L by a rho AL by 2 rho AL by T. This is known as the lump matrix, but here mass is divided at the two nodes. Half mass is divided at the, so some books lump matrix are given, so you can also use it, lump matrix. For the lump matrix, M is equal to rho A by 2 1 0 0 1. So quickly there is a one question this one is the given, evaluate the natural frequency of the bar. So this is the k1 is equal to, this one is the one ke1 is equal to kl total for the element 1 and element 2. This one is the mass matrix, and when I will explain it in the next video how can solve it. Or it is the self-explanatory. First you have to study, then you see the next video how can it explain it. So thank you for your watching and for your patience.